Except for 2, today I'm not biased. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm about to predict the scoreline in each and every match in the round of 32. So I won't be biased. I'm just gonna be honest. First of all, that I'm gonna predict it is Germany versus Paraguay. So Germany versus Paraguay. I'm expecting Germany to win this one. So my expectation is a 3-1 win in favor of Germany. So yeah, we move on. Sweden versus France. Yeah, France versus Sweden. So here I'm expecting France to win. I've seen Sweden in their qualifying stage, so I was not that convinced. So overall, I'm expecting France to win 3-1 also. So a 3-1 win for France. And then Canada versus South Africa. So in this game, in my own expectations, I'm expecting South Africa to win by 1-0. So I'm expecting a 1-0 win for South Africa in this one. And then Netherlands versus Morocco. So in this game, it's gonna be a tough game. So I'm expecting a draw. And I'm expecting that Morocco might shock us and win via penalties. So I'm expecting a 1-1 draw, which will end in penalties and Morocco going to the next stage. Even though I believe that Netherlands is too strong also. Yeah. But then let's go to Portugal versus Croatia. Portugal versus Croatia. Here I'm expecting Portugal to win. Even though I'm not expecting a lot of goals, I'm expecting at least 1-0 win for Portugal. I'm not saying Portugal is not a team that doesn't score a lot, but you could clearly see whenever Portugal face like trouble in scoring, it ended up being a 0-0 or a 1-0. So yeah, or a 1-1 draw. So I'm expecting 1-0 Portugal. That's it. No question to ask. And then Spain versus Australia. Spain versus Australia. I'm expecting Spain to go through with 2-0 scoreline. 2-0 scoreline for Spain. That is my expectations. And then USA versus Bosnia. I'm expecting USA to win, even though it is going to be a tough match for Bosnia and USA. So I'm expecting a 2-1 victory for USA. And then Belgium versus Senegal. I'm expecting Belgium to win this one. But Senegal is a team that is too strong also. It can still oppose a threat. So as much as I'm expecting Belgium to win, I don't expect Belgium to win in an easy way. So I'm expecting a 2-1 win in favor of Belgium over Senegal, of course. Yeah. And then overall, we move on to Brazil versus Japan. So Brazil and Japan, I'm expecting Brazil to win this one by 3-1. So Japan will be beaten by Brazil, even though I see Uti Brazil is strong, but as Japan now is too strong, it can also oppose something in this game. So I'm not saying no to Japan, but I'm saying Brazil will win this one 3-1. Ivory Coast and Norway. Ivory Coast versus Norway. I'm expecting Ivory Coast to win this one. So as much as I believe Norway is a team that can actually go away with the victory here, but I'm expecting Ivory Coast to win this one. Don't ask me a lot, but I think a 1-0 win there. But I know Haaland is the type of a guy who likes scoring. He can also, prove me wrong in this game. This is my prediction. It's how I would risk it if I was maybe betting or something else. Yeah, in this game. So Mexico, Ecuador. Mexico is the host nation. I think that thing of being host nation, in this case, it won't just work, but they will still continue to the next stage with a 1-0 victory. And then England versus Congo. I'm expecting a tough one for England here, but overall I'm expecting a 2-1 victory for England. And then Argentina versus Cape Verde. Cape Verde, I think that thing of drawing with teams will end here because Messi is too strong. I don't know, but overall a 3-1 win for Argentina. Egypt, Australia. Egypt to win this one by 2-1 victory. So overall 2-1 victory for Egypt. Switzerland and Algeria. It's an even match. It can either go two ways, but I'm expecting a 2-2 draw which will end in penalties where Switzerland will move on to the next stage. Even though I know I have respect for Algeria. Overall, Colombia and Ghana. I'm expecting Colombia to go to the next round over Ghana because Colombia has shown is resilient over big teams, and I believe that Colombia is strong enough to compete with Ghana, obviously. But overall, man, I'm expecting a 2-0 victory for Colombia against Ghana. So this is my prediction overall. You can predict in your own way. This is my own prediction. Let's see what's gonna happen in these games, and hopefully, man, I was right. Let's see. All the best to the teams in this World Cup. I'm with Argentina, Spain, and South Africa. If South Africa will be eliminated today, I'll be left with Spain and Argentina. If Spain or Argentina is eliminated, then I don't know. But overall, let's go and watch the World Cup. Thank you.